Yeah, welcome to the vibe. Stay wavy in the mix, got the culture on the rise. Tap in, hit subscribe, ring that bell, let it ride. We gon' surf through the trends, give you game every time. Reviews, new views, keep it honest, never fake. If you looking for the waves,
exposes 50 Cent for clout chasing Diddy and pretending that he actually cares about domestic violence victims when 50 Cent allegedly himself is a man who has committed domestic violence against both of his baby mothers. So first of all, let me start off this video by saying I have not watched the 50 Cent Diddy documentary, and I don't plan on watching it because I don't support people kicking other people while they're down. Okay, we all know that Diddy is currently in prison. He's serving his time. He made a mistake, but everybody makes mistakes. We're all human at the end of the day. And I think for a person like 50 Cent, who is far from an angel, who, you know, probably has the most beefs in hip hop history, who doesn't even have a relationship with his own firstborn son, who allegedly, you know, like, bro, this man has been accused of trying to turn his baby mom's TV off. Do you guys remember when 50 Cent's mansion burned down while his baby mother and son, Marquise, was in there? Yeah, his baby mother said 50 Cent did that on purpose. She feels like she tried to unalive both of them, allegedly. That's what she said, okay? This whole 50 Cent and Diddy beef is simply because Diddy was piping 50 Cent's second baby mother, Daphne Joy. That is the mother of his second son, Sire Jackson. That's who they were talking about in the Diddy case, right? She was unnamed. They did not say her real name, but it was Daphne Joy, okay? She was at the freak offs. Her and Diddy were in a relationship. And, you know, Diddy was doing what he was doing with her. And because of that, 50 Cent feels some type of way about this. And that's why he talks about Diddy week after week after week. I mean, 50 Cent's been going at Diddy since before this case even was a thing. You know what I'm saying? But for 50 Cent to do this documentary that has lies in it, for those that don't know, a majority of the stuff that you guys saw in the documentary about Diddy using Biggie's estate to pay for it, that's all lies, bro. Like there's a bunch of information coming out that is exposing the documentary for having a bunch of things in there that's not true. And you guys are going for it because you just don't like Diddy. A lot of y'all are Tupac and Biggie fans, and you think that Diddy had something to do with both of those guys passing away, when in all actuality, those guys beefing with each other is why they both passed away. You know, instead of holding two grown men responsible for their actions, you want to blame Diddy. So let's get into what Ja Rule had to say on Twitter. So he starts off his rant by saying, "You rat, always have been, always will be a effing rat. Used car salesman suit wearing, field goal nose having, Herman monster head ass nigga." He goes on to say, "Nigga always telling on somebody. Old dry snitch ass nigga." Now, Ja Rule claims that 50 Cent snitched on him back in the day because they had an altercation in the studio where 50 Cent ended up getting stabbed, right? So, Ja Rule and Irv Gotti back in the day, they leaked paperwork that showed Curtis Jackson snitching on Ja Rule and Murder Inc. Now, 50 Cent has come out and said that that paperwork was false. But when you look at 50 Cent doing this documentary, that's some police activity. Making a documentary accusing a man of doing things that is not true is police activity. You know what I'm saying? And I would have to put 50 Cent in the box of a rat. So it's crazy because I grew up being a huge 50 Cent fan, wearing the G-Unit sneakers. Like, 50 Cent is still my second favorite rapper of all time. But now that I'm a grown-ass man, bro, I'm like, damn. Like, Ja Rule was the solid nigga the whole time. And we all like, I was, you know, I thought 50 Cent was the real nigga. But when you just look at 50 Cent, bro, this man's in his 50s, bro. Constantly in other people's business. Beefing with his own son. Beefing with the entire rap game. And at some point, you got to ask yourself, guys, when is 50 Cent going to act his age? When is 50 Cent going to act like he's in his 50s instead of acting like he's still in high school? So, Ja Rule goes on to say, let's be real. That nigga don't give a fuck about the victims. We all know why he did the documentary. Herman's a cancer to the culture. If he cares so much, then donate the profits to charities for domestic violence. And that's a great point. If 50 Cent cares so much about domestic violence, why is he not actually doing things to support women that are victims of domestic violence? Why? So Ja Rule goes on to say, Herman's no different. Allegedly, 50 Cent, real name Curtis Jackson, has been involved in at least one well-documented domestic violence incident. In June of 2013, he was accused of kicking his ex-girlfriend and the mother of his son, model Daphne Joy. That's the baby mother that Diddy had a relationship with. In the stomach she accused 50 Cent of hitting her in the stomach, okay, during an argument at her Los Angeles condominium, as well as destroying approximately $7,000 worth of property, including furniture, a chandelier, and a television. The altercation reportedly stemmed from suspicions of infidelity. So this could have been around the time that 50 Cent found out that Daphne was messing with Diddy. You guys see where I'm getting at? This is why 50 Cent is so obsessed with Diddy. It's not because he actually thinks Diddy's a bad person. It's not because he actually thinks Diddy did something to Tupac and Biggie. No, he's upset that Diddy was sleeping with the mother of his youngest son. Los Angeles authorities charged him with one misdemeanor count of domestic violence and 4 counts of misdemeanor vandalism. Jackson pleaded not guilty initially, but later reached a plea deal in October of 2013, pleading no contest to 1 count of vandalism. The domestic violence charge and 3 vandalism counts were dropped as part of the agreement. He was sentenced to 3 years of probation, 30 days of community service, 52 weeks of domestic violence counseling, and $7,100 restitution payment to Joy. $2,390 in fines and a restraining order requiring him to stay away from her. So he can't even be around his son's mother, Daphne Joy. Jackson denied the domestic violence allegations at the time through his attorney, stating he has not been arrested and there was no warrant for his arrest. In 2024, amid his production of a Netflix docuseries on Sean Diddy Combs' legal issues, Joy publicly accused Jackson of R-wording and physically abusing her over the years. So not only is she accusing 50 Cent of doing some Chris Brown, Rihanna type activity, she's accusing 50 Cent of R-wording her. This is the guy that claims that he cares about domestic violence victims, guys. And you guys are going for it because you guys just like 50 Cent. Maybe you like his music. Maybe you watch Power, Raising Kanan. And you guys are just putting your idolism over just keeping it real. 50 Cent's not a good dude. He's no better than Diddy. He's no better than Diddy. Referencing the 2013 incident as part of a pattern, though no new charges resulted from these claims. Ja Rule goes on to say on Twitter, "It's cool when he do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck out of here. Herman an abuser too, allegedly." Then a fan responds to Ja Rule and says, "Thank you, Ja. He was also accused of putting hands on Tatted Up Holly, who is a bartender up there in New York at strip club." Shout out to Tatted Up Holly. Beautiful woman, by the way, Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying? She also accused 50 Cent of being physically abusive and a bully. You got 50 Cent's ex-girlfriends out here accusing him of the worst shit possible. And these people think that 50 Cent actually cares about these women that are victims of Diddy. Ja Rule goes on to say, "Let's not have selective outrage when it comes to domestic abuse. People starved for attention also die from starvation." So another fan responds to Ja Rule and says, 50 Cent's Long Island home burns down. The mother of 50 Cent's child accused the rapper of trying to burn them to death after suspicious fire ripped through their Long Island home early today. "He tried to kill me and his own child," said Shanika Thompson. That's 50 Cent's first baby mother, of the son that 50 Cent has publicly disowned, Marquise Jackson, the one that looks just like him, who miraculously survived the suspicious 4 a.m. blaze which leveled the $2.4 million mansion in Tony Dick's Hills, where she lived with the rapper 10-year-old son Marquise and 4 relatives. The blaze erupted after Tompkins and 50 Cent, whose real name is Curtis Jackson, got into a violent dispute Monday during a deposition in a $50 million lawsuit she is bringing against him. Who do I think did it? Curtis Jackson, Tompkins told the Post. He threatened me on Monday that he was going to have someone visit me. My kids are in the house. Who would try to kill your own kids? He's supposed to be all about being a gangster. That's not gangster. That's a coward. The blaze was deemed suspicious by authorities in Dix Hills. Though cops had no suspects, the rapper was in Louisiana at the time of the fire filming the movie. See what I mean? This is who you guys are praising for doing this Diddy documentary. This who y'all praising. Ja Rule goes on to say, again, let's not be selective in our outrage for abusers. Then a fan responds and says, you better quit before 50 get on you next. See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. You dudes be fanned out, bro. You dudes be fanned out, bro. Ja Rule responds and says, please stop projecting your fears of another man on me. I don't give a fuck about Herman. He's a goofy to me. So, shout out to Ja Rule for exposing 50 Cent for being a hypocrite. And my whole thing is this, guys. Keep that same energy for everybody, even your favorite rapper. Don't sit here and criticize Diddy because it's the cool thing to not like Diddy and it's a trendy thing to clown Diddy, when 50 Cent actually is worse than Diddy. 50 Cent is worse than Diddy. The only difference is 50 Cent has a better public image. He's the more successful artist. He's definitely not a more successful businessman than Diddy. Let's get that clear. But keep that same energy for everybody, man. If you're gonna call out Diddy for what he did to Cassie, then call out 50 Cent for what he did to both of his baby mothers. Allegedly hiring somebody to set a house on fire with your baby mother and firstborn son in the house because she filed a lawsuit against you. Come on, man. Like, what are we talking about? But there's a lot of 50 Cent fans out there. Guess what? They're going to listen to this video and they're still going to defend 50 Cent because they're fans of man. They believe in these rappers more than they believe in God. And with that being said, it's your boy Wavy. StayWavyTV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, share the video, and let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. I'm out.
Stay wavy signing out, ride the tide, no doubt. From the rooftop glow to the neon cloud. You tapped in, so I gotta say love. Like, subscribe, keep the motion above. Until the next wave, we out. Peace.